since last time, I seem to have gotten timekeeping graphic to work a little bit. So what I ended up doing is I went and I made the outline in the container just a part of the background. And then so I made the sprite change to just fill in these, and I might have to split it up between two, and you'll see why in a moment, because it keeps doing this. So I do my thing right now that takes a length of time. As you can see here, it is working. It's 4 hours gone by, 5 hours gone by, 6 hours gone by, good. 7 hours gone by, good. 8 hours gone by, good. And then 9 hours gone by, good. And I think this is where it starts having problems. It does. Got the 10. Okay, so we got 10. 10 is enough. But then it starts to move. So I'm not sure why. The values stay the same and the sprites are still accounted for. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll have to change. I can just split it up into two parts. Like once it gets from levels 11 to 16, maybe just keep the 10 and add the other sprites in for the other half. I don't know, maybe that'll work, maybe not, we'll see. But that still works. It won't let me practice after 16. And then if we go over here and I rest, it'll rest and it will still, maybe I'll make it refresh before it fades back in. But there's that. I can go to the start menu. My experience, my level, my XP till next are still there. All of that stays when I do that. So that's where we are for that. And so today, what my plan was is to build the money system, and I worked on it a little bit already. And the problem is that it didn't work the way I wanted to already. So I went on to itch.io where people sell assets and, you know, games and stuff like this, and sometimes just give them away for free. I get a lot of free, you know, like sprites and some cool background elements and stuff like that that I use to build my backgrounds. So it's a great place if you're looking for assets, so you don't have to build straight from the ground up. But I bought, for $3, I bought a coin management system, and I'll show you that here in a minute. And it works really good in the example, and it sucks because you either have to build your game around the sample that he built or do a lot of editing if you try to copy and paste the elements in. And so that has proved difficult and not exactly what I'm looking for. And so you know what, I donated $3 for somebody to have built that, and that's really cool. And maybe I'll use it in another thing, but for right now, it stands that I strictly just donated that because, you know, why not? Like, it's not gonna work, but you know, you try and stuff doesn't work, and then you try, or you figure out a better way to do it. So today I feel like we have built a better way, or I've come up with an idea for a better way. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do that, and then we are going to try to make it so you can spend money, and so you can make money and you can spend money by going to work, which will increment by 4 hours and will give you $50. And you can spend money by going to an open mic night, and that will cost $30, but you will get 50 experience points. So faster way to level up. That'll be cool. They'll both take 4 hours. And then from there, we will probably add some sort of marketplace thing. I have to write the different things for the bands, like what kind of bands are going to be joining in the, you know, obviously it's going to be mostly rejection messages, because obviously the goal of this is to join the band. And so I'm going to make it based on character level. You have to be level 5 and you have to have a certain gear rating. So I still have to do those, and then, I mean, maybe I'll wait till the very end to do that. Maybe I'll work on the inventory system next, because that buying and selling the inventory and then holding the inventory and then being able to equip the inventory will all be really interesting elements to add. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get rid of the you can't go out. So now when you leave the door, okay, so we have the variable for money, Okay, so when you leave, it's gonna display dialogue and it's gonna say, would you like to, and then add dialogue, display a menu so we can have more than, if you do multiple choice, it only gives you 2 choices, but if you want more than 2 choices, you have to select display menu. And so the options, we're gonna do 3. We're gonna say, would you like to go to work? Would you like to go to, then we'll just do work, and then open mic, and then neither. And if we click those, it'll show work, open mic, and neither. Okay, so we displayed the dialogue. If we just set the variable of computer to 1, meaning we want to go to work, what are we going to do? The first thing we're going to have to do is check and see if time is going to have to be less than 13, because that means 12 or less. And if it's 12, then you have 4 more hours. But if you have 13 or more, you cannot. And so, or if the time is more than 13, here's what we're going to do. We're going to display, you don't have enough time to work. Go get some rest. Okay. So that's cool. If you don't have enough time to go to work, it'll tell you don't have enough time. But if you have enough time, one of the first things we're going to do is fade the screen out. We're going to fade the screen out. We are going to math function time. We're going to add value of 4 to the time. We're going to fade out, add 4 to the time. And then we're also going to add another math function. We are going to add the value of 50 to our money. All right, we're gonna make sure start the update, make sure that the time updates, and then we are going to fade back in. And then after that, we are going to set the computer variable back to 0. Just to make sure that the computer gets back to 0. Okay. So if you have enough time to go to work, you can go to work, you get your money. Cool. But if you set it to 2 to go open mic, we're going to have to check 2 things. We're going to have to check the time again. So we're going to check the time. Check if time is, and this is going to be a 4-hour thing also, going to an open mic. So again, if time is less than 13, I'm going to make it that easy. Let's go ahead and draw the dialogue for if you have enough time for an open mic. Go get some rest. Which obviously you wouldn't have to go get some rest. You could just practice a little bit more. So if you have enough time and if your money is more than the value of 29. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should make it draw like you went to work after it fades back in, but we'll do that after this. So if you have more than $29, if you have enough time, you are good to go. But if you don't have enough money, let's draw the dialogue. You don't have enough money. Get your ass to work. Raw. With a W. Okay, so if you don't have enough money, it'll tell you don't have enough money. But you could even emote. I wonder, that would be fun. Show an emote bubbles. Make the player, what, sad? Sleep, sweat. Sweat would be a funny one. We can do anger. Anger. Let's, yeah, we got to set it to emote every time we are able to do something. If you're able to go, we're going to fade. We're going to fade the scene out. We do the math function again because our time slot has to go up by the value of 4 again. Fade out. We're going to have to math function your money. And we're going to have to subtract the value of 30 to your money. And that's rather unfortunate. Okay, so we took your money. We also have to do another math function of adding the value of 50 to your XP because I believe that's nice. And so just make sure that updates will emote. We'll make sure a love one for that because that'll be cool to get some love. The open mic, the experience. Oh, it's got to fade in first. Oops. Fade screen in before you can emote. Before you emote, and then we're gonna display the dialogue. And then we're gonna have to make it check for the levels and tell you if you leveled up. So now you should be able to go to work. You should be able to accumulate money. Now there's nowhere for it to say the money. Oh, see, and I don't want to set the computer variables. So we're gonna have to have another variable, which is outside. Variable. Set the outside variable. We want to tell the text for money at 1517. Here we are. To go to work. Okay, it updated work, and now I have $50. Sick. Updated the time. Now I can go to an open mic. $50 XP. See how that goes. I should not have 500 XP. Oh, because the XP I forgot is it's only like that. So go to work. Go to work. It's 120. Okay, so I don't have enough time to work. Cool. Delete the drawing money. So now we want to make the money draw on here. So we'll go back again. $7, $8. Draw the money at 7, 8. Oh my gosh. All right, so variables, each instrument is going to have a certain number of upgrades you can get. So vocals, wireless, reverb, delay. I know with the guitar, we'll do like a distortion pedal. We'll do like a new amp. We can even do like a reverb pedal for that too. And so with the bass, we'll do like a Sans amp. I don't know, bass equipment. And then we'll have drums. You can upgrade your snare, your kick, and your cymbals. So one of the first things we're gonna have to do is run a check because we'll have the menu pop up and it'll say, oh, let's write the marketplace script right now. So we're gonna draw the dialogue. Would you like to buy ... So it displays that. It's gonna give us the menu. So you have to display menu of probably 4 choices because there's gonna be 3. Okay, so we're gonna have to have a variable for marketplace based on our choices. So reverb, delay, wireless. Because we'll set prices on them too. So like these are just I don't know how much it's gonna And so all these variables, we're gonna have to make all those real quick, because what we're gonna do is now if marketplace, so now if we've checked one, we're gonna have to check those variables. So if it was reverb and then delay, so as soon as that computer comes up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set all those variables. Yeah, we're just gonna set them all to false. Cool. So when you are in the marketplace, if you select that you would like to buy the reverb, it's gonna check and make sure vocals reverb is false. Because if it's true, it'll make it say you already have one of those. But if you don't have one, it's going to check if your money is more than $99. You're gonna be able to buy it. But if not, what we're gonna say is don't have enough money. Get your ass to work. So if you do have enough money, what you're gonna do, it's definitely gonna have to set your vocals reverb to true. Also, it's gonna math function, and your money, we're going to subtract the value of 100 from your money. Set it to true. Take your money. Display the dialogue. You purchased one vocal reverb. And then we gotta make stats too, huh? So another thing we're gonna need, gear level. So I'm gonna have to make that in GIMP too, and I'm gonna have to make that show up because each one of these is gonna have to increase your gear level too. So jet, go to the marketplace, and if you buy the vocal reverb, it's also going to add, so we'll have to math function. So your gear level is going to go up by the value of 20 with the reverb. So else, if the marketplace, if you chose marketplace value of 2, first it's gonna check whether or not your, okay, so if it's false, you can get it. If not, we're gonna display the dialogue. You already have one of those. But if you don't have the delay, we're gonna make sure your money is more than $199, and then we're gonna set vocals delay to true. Your gear level is gonna go up by 30, and then we're gonna subtract 200 from your money, and then say you purchased one vocal delay. But if you don't have the money, we're gonna say you don't have the money, get your ass to work. What if you press 3? We're gonna make sure that your wireless is false, because if not, say you already have one of those, let's check if your money is under $499, because that puppy is $500. If you have the money, we'll get the vocal wireless, set that to true, add 50 to your gear level, so max you will be able to get 100, subtract 500 from your money, and you purchased one vocal wireless system. But if you don't have the money, get your ass to work. You already have a wireless system. It's going to say you already have one. And if not, you will leave. And that's the extent of the marketplace experience. So now what we can do is go over here. Say that if you select one, it's going to call and it's going to do the whole marketplace script. Look at that. I think it's cool to have your code. It's probably not just cool. It's probably like a big workflow thing that people, like normal people, do. But yeah, if you have your scripts and then you can just edit and just throw it in your code, boom. Anyway, and we're gonna have to be able to show that. Oh, now browsing the marketplace, I'm gonna make it go up 1 hour. Also, I'm gonna have to check the time too, but it's gonna increment time by 1, so that goes up. But first it's gonna check the time. If time is less than 16, it'll do all that, but if not, it'll say for that. Go get some rest. If time is less than 16, we're gonna do that and then increment by 1. After it runs the marketplace script, we can boom, set the time to update. Boom, boom, boom. So we just have to have a way to show the gear and show you that you have it, and then show your gear level. We go to GIMP to work on the menu once more. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here, another thing we're going to have to draw text. There's our gear level at 1014 and sprite. Oh my god, that's gonna look so sick. So what I have to do is fix the timer, and I have to make separate menus, question mark, and then I have to do the bands that you can join. So what we'll do is we'll check, yeah, vocals reverb is set to false. Then what we're gonna do is hide the actor, but if not, then we're good, right? I can go here, can go to the marketplace. I bought the reverb and it's in my fucking gear. Oh, hell yeah. So my gear is not showing up again. Fuck. And I guess that's where this is going to end here. So have yourself a beautiful day.